Hello friends, welcome back to this channel Career Wisdom Job Search. This is Uday Shankar signing in, and today's topic is any job seeker, what are the basic metrics? So today's topic is for any job seeker, what are the basic metrics or basic maths which they need to do. So here we will be talking about certain things on some concepts, percentages, which will give you a snapshot like what exactly the statistics or what exactly the max or what exactly the calculations I'm trying to explain you for any job seeker. In simple terminology, we can call it as a basic metrics which every job seeker should be aware of. So if you're ready with your diary and pen, I hope you're ready with that. So let's get into the topic. The first concept is 85% and 15%. You might be wondering what exactly this percentage. The first point in 85% and 15% is 85% of the success will be getting by those people who are very good in soft skills. They're good in communication skills. They're good in marketing skills. They're good in selling skills. They're good in advertising themselves. They're good in positioning themselves. They're good in networking. They're good in all kind of networking skills. They are a team players. So 85% will be those people who falls under this segment. 85% people, the chances are there they are going to get this success in terms of getting their first job or clearing the first interview. Shockingly, 15% credit goes to the technical skills. Now the second segment is again 85%, 15%. In front of 85%, you need to create a good amount of virtual traffic so that you can start getting the calls. So 85% of the job seekers who get the calls are the people who are very good in creating the virtual traffic. Virtual traffic you can create on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on your job portals, wherever you have uploaded the resume. So you need to make a lot of noise every time, edit, save, so that you will be as a part of a candidate who is very active in the market, very active job seeker. Correct? So if you are not there on LinkedIn, or if you're not updated your resume, then you'll come to the second segment, that is 15%. So if you're a serious job seeker, you should be part of 85% where they're making a lot of noise virtually and you have to create a virtual traffic. So you need to be there on LinkedIn, Facebook and all those things. Only 15% success will be, those people will be getting success who have just uploaded their profile. That's percentage is only 15%. The third segment, again 85%, 15%. 85%, the people who get success, the job seekers they work on their skill sets. It could be technical skill sets, it could be their soft skill sets, it could be their communication skill set. They not only prepare themselves, polish their skill set, they plan it actually. They work on their plan. They take mentorships. They act on those things. They try to polish their skill sets. It's not like that you are a graduate and those are the skill sets which are required. Definitely the core areas are required, but once you want to get into any job where you can start working on your core area. If you are a BCom guy, you're going to work on a commerce, or you can working on the accounts and everything. That's a core area, but you need to get inside the first. You should get the job first, and once you want to get a job, that's only possible once you're good in your communication skills and everything, because that matters a lot. So let me finish up those things. 85% of the people who get success are not only they plan themselves, they work on their improvement plans, they act on it, they take actions on it. Okay, this is what I need to do, let me work on it. Again, they polish their skill sets. It could be domain skills, it could be IT skills, it could be their team management skills, it could be their communication skills, it could be their virtual traffic creation skills. So 85% success those people will be getting actually, and only 15% will be getting by those people who just uploaded the profile. So I mean, if you're just uploading the profile, you are a part of the segment which is known as 15% only. So you'll be missing 85% of the opportunities which are existing into the market. So if you want to become a part of 85%, you need to do certain things which you have not done before, right? That's one concept where I tried my level best to explain you if you're a part of a 15% of the crowd and you have to migrate, transfer yourself to the 85% of the crowd. Correct? So if you need a success, you should work on your soft skills, your communication skills. You need to advertise yourself, you need to position yourself, you need to about how you networking skills plays an important role, and you should be very good in creation of a virtual traffic. 10-15 years back there was no tools actually like LinkedIn or a Facebook or a WhatsApp, right? So those are the tools and technologies which you should use for your benefit by creating a virtual traffic. And I'm sure you're not only listening, but you're going to act on it, you're going to work on it, you're going to polish on it, so that you people all are part of the 85% of the crowd. And I wish all the 85% of the crowd to start getting the interviews, because the market is likely to open soon due to this COVID and Corona. Slightly the employment and the interviews are going slightly slow, but I'm sure within a 2 to 3 months it is going to open up. So you should be ready. You are going to utilize this video. Now you have seen this video. Prior you were not having this knowledge. So start working on it and utilize your coming 60 days to 90 days to groom yourself. Grooming is required. It's a mandatory if you need a job, right? So that's the end of the first topic. The second topic is known as again the something on a basic metrics actually, where I'll be talking about on two areas. One is on the self-introduction and one is on the why should we hire you. So let's get into the self-introduction mode. Again, this self-introduction mode we have classified into two different segments. One is for the freshers community and one is purely for the experienced people. Let's get into the freshers community concept for self-introduction. That formula is known as weekly concept. Why I am insisting on a weekly concept is every week is a combination of 7 days. How many? I'm asking you how many? 7 days. How many? 7 days. Same way for every fresher, you need to talk about 7 points during your presentation about self-introduction. So the number one is N. N stands for your name. The second one is P. Place. Which place you born and brought up. Third is your qualification. What you have done. What specialization. Which year you passed out. Which university you passed out. The fourth is F. F stands for your father. Fifth, M stands for your mother. Sixth, your hobbies. Seventh is your achievements. Right? So these are the 7 points for every fresher. So last but not the least, the 7th point is achievements. Again, you need to classify the achievements into 3 different segments. A, B, C. A stands for academic achievements, where you will be talking about your percentages. 10th, how much you scored. 12th, how much you scored. Then again, graduation, how much you scored. And post-graduation, how much you scored. Then going back to the second one is your business achievements or a professional achievements, where the freshers will be talking about their projects, their paper presentations, their assignments, what they did during their graduation background. I'm sure for every graduation background, anything, you're from a commerce side or you're from IT side or you're from a chemical side or an instrumentation or a mechanical, projects and assignments are a part of every graduation curriculum. So you need to talk about that and present your project in such a way that I got appreciated. That word really makes a difference. Appreciated by the HOD or the various faculties who are present over there, right? The C stands for your cultural achievements. Are you active? A person who is very active in a co-curricular activities? Are you a person who is very active in indoor games? It could be chess or carom board or table tennis. Are you very active on outdoor games? It could be hockey, cricket, badminton, volleyball, basketball, right? So these are the areas which every fresher should talk about. So this concept is known as a 7-day concept, a weekly concept. Why I'm insisting 7, 7, 7? A fresher should present themselves in 7 different points. N, P, Q, F, M, H, A. Clear? Now let's get into next topic, self-introduction by every experienced person. Mostly those people who have experience of 5 to 6 years of an experience and they are married. In that condition, they should, the concept name is Sachin 6. See, everybody is fond about cricket, right? So the moment once we talk about the cricket, who comes in our mind first? Definitely without fail, Sachin Tendulkar. And everyone likes his 6, right? So every experience holder who is having an experience of 4 to 5 years of experience, 3+ years of work experience and who are married, they have to present themselves while self-introduction in 6 different points. That's the reason why why I named it as Sachin 6. The first one is your name. The second one is your P for place. The third is Q for qualification. The fourth is F for family. You can talk about your spouse, if she's working or not, your kids, basic thing. The fifth one is your hobbies. Sixth one is your achievements. Correct? Again, the achievements you need to present into ABC: academic achievements, percentages, business achievements, whatever spot awards you got, what kind of promotions you got, what kind of appreciations you got from your past bosses or past managers. You need to bring that to the table. That's a value add that you're going to make in this company where you are attending for an interview, right? This third one stands for cultural achievements. You can talk about your graduation co-curricular activities, or parallelly you can talk about during your last 3 to 4 years of experience, what kind of initiatives you have taken as a volunteering thing. If you have taken any initiative, something on blood donation or something on plantation or something you volunteered, something on during this COVID and pandemic situations, if you've done something for the society's benefit, you can talk about that. Or you are a very active person who arranges the weekly or a monthly get-togethers. So talk about that, because that presents that you are a team player, you are an extrovert. So this is the end of topic of a self-introduction by any experience holder, which is known as Sachin 6. I repeat: N for name, P for place, Q for qualification, fourth one F for family, sixth one H for hobbies, and seventh one is achievements. Again, achievements classified in 3 segments, A, B, C. Right? Now, the last segment, the last but not the least, the topic is the mandatory question for every interview is: why should we hire you? The why should we hire you, again, this got this got also the 7 points actually. Draw a circle, divide the circle into 2 parts. In one part of the circle, you mention 7 different points of a job description. What job you applied. It could be your qualification, number 1. It could be your specialization, what you have done. Third would be what year you passed out. That is a part of the job description. The fourth one is your qualification. I repeat, the first one is your job description, what qualifications the employer is looking for. One is the qualification. Second is the specialization. Third is which year you passed out. Fourth, what kind of communication skills you are having. Fifth, what kind of flexibility you are having. Sixth, are you ready to relocate to that location where the position is open. And seventh, what kind of a team player you are. So job description you need to classify into 7 different points which are part and parcel of the job description. Clear? The second part of the coin, you need to mention A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A stands for academic achievements. If anyone is asking you to present about why should we hire you, first thing you need to classify your job description to 7 different points on first half of the circle. Second half of the circle, you need to mention A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A stands for academic achievements, right? Wherein you will be talking about and presenting about all your percentages, 10th, 12th, graduation, post-graduation. The second one is business achievements. If you're a fresher, you talk about, if you're basically a fresher, you talk about your projects, assignments. If you're an experience holder, you talk about how quickly you got the promotions, what kind of awards, what kind of spot awards, what kind of quarterly awards or half-yearly awards, annual awards you got during your last job or last job after your education. The third one is a co-curricular activities or a cultural achievements. Were you a student very active on NSS or a NCC or indoor games, outdoor games, or this is basically for a freshers. If you are basically an experience holder, you can talk about what kind of functions you are organized at your last employer or last employer. Any get-togethers or anything you organize certain games for a team engagement. Then D stands for how different you are. How different you are as compared to the crowd who is interviewing for that, who are ready, who are waiting outside of the room, who are waiting for their interview turn. Or if you know something, try to bring your USP, unique selling point. The D is over. The fifth one is E. E stands for what kind of energy levels you are having, what kind of enthusiasm you are having. That's really important. How efficient you are. E. The next alphabet is F. F stands for flexible. How flexible you are. Are you flexible to come to office? Are you flexible to work from home? How flexible you are? Are you flexible to log in a little bit early? Are you flexible to log out a little late? So this kind of a flexibility is required for every job seeker. The seventh alphabet is G. G stands for what kind of goals you are having, what kind of short-term goals, what kind of a long-term goals. So I'm sure you have taken the notes, and if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. Any specific point which is not clear to you, I'm definitely make sure I'll respond to each and every comment as much as possible, because the viewers are growing for this channel, and I'll try my level best to respond to each and everyone's query. Do comment and let me know how you felt, and without fail, do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon which is on your right hand side corner, so that you will get the notification of my next YouTube video. So till the time, I'll take care. You also take care, and we'll be back with one more interesting video on job seekers, how it will help you in terms of adding value to your professional graph, to your financial graph, for your happy family. This is your channel. Take care. I'll be back soon. Bye bye.